I had a question come in on whether you could synchronize with the machine in run mode, with the PLC in run mode. And the answer is no. You'll notice if you're in run mode, that's grayed out. You can't synchronize while it's in run mode. However, you can do an online edit while it's in run mode, as you would expect to be able to. So a couple of ways to do that. One is to simply, you can do a right click and then you'll get online edit menu, or you can go to the menus at the top and do project and choose online edit and start, or you can hit Control E, which is what I'm going to do. So you just highlight inside the ladder program somewhere and hit Control E, and the screen will go from gray to white. And so then you can actually just go to a spot, and I'm going to do an online edit. So I will right click and I'll put insert a contact, and I'll just do test 1 and then hit enter, and it will enter the variable. So test 1 is in there. Now to go back online with the new value in there, again I can right click, and actually I can right click on the left bar and choose online edit, and I can transfer again, or I can go to the top and choose project, online edit, and transfer, or I can hit Control Shift E. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit Control Shift and then E. Well, actually I'm going to do it from the menu, and I'll do a transfer, and it transferred it all back in, and it should go back to gray after it gets it in there. Now you'll notice that the variable name is black. It went in where the one beside of it is red. The reason it's black is because it is a local variable. It's an internal variable, not an external variable, which are all globals. So it's a local variable. So when you do an online edit, it will not create a global variable, only a local. Which means that without going to program mode, you can't create a global variable. So just kind of keep that in mind. But it will create local variables, and when you're adding. Now if you're adding data that you've excuse me, if you're adding variables that you've already created in global variables, that's no problem. You can just add that variable out of the list. So for instance, if I want to add another one here, so let me do go back to online edit mode, and this time I'm going to hit the letter C for a contact, to enter a contact. And that's the same hotkeys that you have when you use CX1. You can use in Sysmac Studio. Almost all the hotkeys are the same. So I'm going to use something out of the global variable table, and you'll see they're all in there. So I'm going to put that bool right there, enter it in, and it goes into the system. And then I'm going to go over here and right click, go online edit, and transfer. And it transferred that in. Actually, that was an internal variable. That wasn't a global. So let's do it again and try to pick a global variable. So I'll pick one there. There we go. So I picked a global one, and you can tell the difference in the color. The global ones are the magenta, as they like to say, not red. But the global ones are magenta color, and the local is going to be black. So transfer that in. It'll turn gray. And boom. So it's all in there. So